It is a hard ticket in Austin, Texas. It's LSU and Texas.
This is a wall of sound. Take it in.
We're coming. And we ain't backing down.
What's up, everybody? We are here. We are going to talk about this massive game this week. We can go week 0, week 1. We can call it week 2 if you want to. Technically week 3, but we'll go week 2 if we want to go with the week 0 theme that everybody seems to be going with. We're going to open up. We're going to talk about LSU versus Texas. LSU on the road going to Austin to face Texas. Texas is a 4-point underdog at home. LSU coming off a 55-3 victory over Georgia Southern, where they threw the ball very effectively. Joe Burrow was 23 of 27, 278 yards, 5 touchdowns, but most importantly, 0 picks. Edwards had 9 rushes for 45 yards and a touchdown as far as the running goes. He was their leading rusher in that game. Georgia Southern typically is a very tough physical football team. LSU manhandled them. I was a little shocked by that score. No shade at LSU. I just kind of shocked that Georgia Southern didn't put up more of a fight than that. We're all going to pick this game. We're all going to pick a score on this game and a little bit of a breakdown. Reggie, I'm going to let you lead us off.
First thing I will say, Georgia Southern, well, LSU's defense held Georgia Southern to just a little over 100-something yards.
It was a 98 yards total.
Yeah, it was. That was shocking. That tells me a lot about LSU's defense. Their offense seems, which is looking at the stats, their offense is not what you think of LSU. You think of LSU being more of a running game, but it sounds like their passing game is what led them this game. I think they only had like 122 yards of rushing offense. So, and then looking at Texas, it seems like most Big 12 teams, defense is going to be an issue for them because they gave up a lot of passing yards against Louisiana Tech and quite a few rushing yards as well. But looking at all that, I'm going to have to go with LSU. And it's not me being the SEC homer, but just looking at it on paper, I'm going to have to go with LSU.
Give me a score.
31-21, LSU.
31-21?
Yeah.
LSU? So
yeah.
LSU wins and covers.
Yep.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, I started looking at some of the stats and stuff from last week, and then, obviously LSU and Texas were both impressive, but that's supposed to be what happens when you play somebody like that in week 1. So the big story with LSU the entire offseason has been that they're opening up the offense. That Ed Orgeron's got them a new offensive coordinator in there. They're opening things up. Supposedly they're finally getting out of the I formation for the first time since 1973. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a progression thing. And, I look at the coaches, and I'm one of the few people I hear about. I'm not a believer in Tom Herman. I don't necessarily believe that Tom Herman's going to be the one that just restores Texas back to order. But I like that both teams have starting quarterbacks coming back. LSU, I'd have to give a little bit of lean on defense just because, that's what you think of when you think of LSU is defense. So going all in all, I'm going to pick LSU 26-20.
LSU 26-20?
Yeah.
Jay.
I was a little bit back and forth on this game because of what Texas had coming back on offense, but also LSU, you got Burrow back, you got George Jefferson back, plus you got future top 10 pick Grant Delphi at safety. Mm-hmm. He's going to be an All-American by the end of the season. I've been back and forth on it, but I'm a gambler. And And
Oh boy.
I'm not really an LSU fan. Never have been. So I'm gonna go Texas with an upset.
Straight up win or cover the spread?
Straight up win.
What's the score?
I'm gonna say Texas wins it 35-31.
35-31 Texas.
No bias there, huh?
All right. We got two more guys coming in. We'll be right back, and then I'm gonna make my pick. All right, so let's go. Peyton Stoner, what you got for me?
Man. All right. Both teams last week, LSU and Texas, they both had, Texas had 6 penalties, and LSU had 7. So I feel like penalties is going to be a big factor.
LSU had how many?
7.
For
They had
7 for 70 yards.
Yeah, and then Texas had 6. How many yards is that? I don't even know.
65.
Well, so I think, in my opinion, whoever has the least amount of penalties that game, honestly. I mean, LSU does have a stronger defense than Texas, but score, I'm gonna flip flop this score. Say LSU 35-31.
Nice. Peyton 35-31 LSU. Let's hear it.
I think this game's
Mr.
going to come
Thrash?
down. LSU held. Who was it they played?
LSU played
Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern.
They held Georgia Southern 1 for 12 on third down conversions, and I feel like if they can do that to Texas, then this game's going to be over with. And you're looking at a Texas team that only had 153 yards rushing and 301 yards passing against Texas Southern, I believe.
Latte.
Yeah. And LSU only having 350 yards passing and 122 yards rushing. And then these are both traditionally rushing teams. If these teams aren't going to put up the rushing yards that they're usually putting up, then I don't think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. I'm going to say 24-17 LSU.
24-17 LSU. All right. Here's my breakdown of the game. LSU from top to bottom has way more athletes. LSU from top to bottom is going to be a little bit more physical than Texas. All that being said, Joe Burrow having this one breakout game of 278 yards and 5 touchdowns, does that travel? In my opinion, no, it don't. They're going to be, I don't even know who Edwards is, their running back. I'm going to pick Texas in an outright upset in this game, 31-28, in a very funky, herky-jerky game where there's going to be fumbles and a lot of goofy stuff. I just don't think LSU is – I think LSU is going to be the most overrated team in the conference. They're nowhere near the 3rd or top 5 ranked team in the nation. Like they got them ranked right now. Nowhere near that. And I don't think Texas is that good. I think you're looking at 2 teams at the end of the year that will be ranked close to in the 20s or right outside the top 25 when the smoke clears. This will be 2 teams that have 3 to 4 losses each at the end of the year. So 31-28 Texas.
Pretty bold.
We're going to shut this down, so y'all go ahead and rip us in the comments. We're ready for it. Either dislikes, likes, whatever you think. We're ready for it. Thank you, guys.